There is a really cool tool in Follow Boss that a lot of users overlook or may not even know is available that I wanted to show you in this quick little video. So in Follow Boss, you'll go to reporting and click on properties. Now, depending on the website that you have and the integrations that you have and the features available with your website, this may or may not work. But this is a lesser known reporting tool that you have available at your disposal. So on this page, you click reporting properties, click on this drop-down menu and click zip code. From here, you want to scroll out. Now, if you notice, it's kind of puny, like you only have one here, one here, one here for this month because we're only 9 days into this month. As we're recording this video is June 9th. By the time this gets posted, it's probably going to be a lot later because I batch record videos. But let's look at last 90 days. That's funny. There's one randomly in Virginia there, even though this team is not in Virginia. You can see they're here. Now, if we go in the last 90 days, there's a little bit more, but let's go to this past year. Let's go back. There's a bit more, but what I really like to look at is all time. Some others randomly around there, even though they don't work those areas. If you look at all time, now this team's been using Follow Boss and their website provider, Ylopo, for several years. So the numbers are a bit more appealing. And you can see like some one-offs here, like one inquiry, two, but this is not their main service area. Their main service area is right around here, and you can tell by the numbers. Here, they service this zip code, Argyle, 76226, Flower Mound, Highland Village, Argyle, Flower Mound, Highland Village. They service a little bit up here, but this is their main service area. And you can tell by the number of inquiries. So what I love about this lesser known reporting tool is for when you go, it was for two main use cases. One is when you go on appointments, seller appointments, listing appointments, and you're trying to win the listing, especially if you're going on a listing for one of your main service areas. Like if you're going on a listing appointment for something you don't really service and you're over here, you have one inquiry, don't really need to use that map. But if you're going in main service area and you're going to, especially Argyle, you're going to want to bring this map live view. And so what's really funny and a little bit cheesy about agents and teams is they'll tell sellers that they have a database of buyers and they have buyers that they can market to. But what does that even mean? They'll pull up their database and they'll say, we have 9,800 people we can market to. But what does that really mean? So instead, when you go on a listing appointment, you can say, look, I'll show you the real numbers, especially if they're considering multiple agents. You say, here's a map of actual leads that have inquired in Argyle. We have 385 buyers who have inquired about purchasing a home in Argyle. We have access to this list. We have a private list of buyers with contact information to reach out to right now for your property. And if you click on this number, you are taken to that exact list of people to reach out to. Now, I don't know if this number is going to equal exactly 385 because, okay, it does. I didn't know if it was going to be less because the emails are bad or whatever, but it does. It pulls up that exact list of 385 people. I'm in blur mode right now, but the address that's being shown is the property address of where the person lives. So it's showing like Dallas, for example. That's not the address. Or in the last activity column, it's showing some Dallas addresses because they were looking elsewhere. But their very initial inquiries was for Argyle. But you can say, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, Miss Seller, this is an exact map representation of people who were very specifically interested in homes in Argyle that we will be able to market to. And although they were interested, we had 385 interested in Argyle, we also have people interested just 10 minutes away in this area and 10 minutes away in this area. We will also market your property to. And we have a team who will also call about your property and so on. You can also take it a step further and reverse prospect, which I did a video previously, if you did not see it, on turning your database into reverse prospecting. So if you did not watch that video, I will link that. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will link that on YouTube. Or if you didn't catch the, if you're seeing this on social media, I'll put that somewhere in the description. Another thing I love to do about this is for reverse prospecting. You can click that 385 button and you can pull up that list of people and you can batch email them about the listing. So that's why I mentioned the reverse prospecting, is you can then batch email those people and let them know about the listing appointment you're going on or the new listing for sale. And you now have a list of buyers to reach out to about the new listing or the potential listing. And if people respond, then you can show those responses to the listing appointment. I'm not going to replicate that specific teaching. I will just link to that in the description or in the post if you're seeing this on social media. So this was just a quick little tidbit, a short little video here of this lesser known page that you may not have been aware of. I just love this map view where you can show sellers on listing appointments that you do have buyers, and you can drill down per zip code. I would only use this if you actually had a lot of inquiries. Like I said, their service area is very much hyper focused on Argyle, and then second main focus would be Highland Village and then Flower Mound. Also, we are hosting an event August 29th in Dallas. It's an all-day event from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We would love to see you there. It's a no-fluff event. We are focusing on 3 pillars: tech, operations, and marketing. We have an amazing lineup of speakers that I've personally known over the past several years and have gotten to know. This is not just another random summit or random mastermind or conference, and it's going to be speaker to audience. This will be the second time we are doing this. So if you came last year, you'll know what it's like. If you didn't, you'll be able to experience it this year in August. The lab is different. It'll feel different. It'll have open playbooks, real conversations, and peers who show up and pour into each other. You might walk into this event feeling a little bit empty and a little bit burnt out, but you will walk out with systems and strategy and knowing exactly what to do. And you will come with relationships and come out with relationships and people who actually understand the work you're doing. So a little bit of a glimpse of what is included during the event. We have 5 speakers who will be joining us for the event. The first one is Kimberly Music. She'll be sharing her unfiltered, unscheduled, and wildly and completely effective content strategy that brings in genuine leads. She doesn't schedule. She doesn't use AI. It's completely taboo according to today's day and age. She is one of the very few real estate creators that I follow because of how successful she is. She posts on the spot with emotion. She told me a lot of times she's crying while she's posting, but she only spends 5 minutes posting. You might think, well, that's going to be too time consuming, but she only spends 5 minutes doing it. And what's funny is a week later, after I had my initial conversation about her session, she shared with me that she will be, that she was reached out by a builder who had been following her and she didn't even know it. And they've been inspired by her content and her brand. They want to partner with her because of her reach. And they want to work with her with like 125 plus homes and townhomes, and it's awesome. The second person is Tim Harvey. He has been dedicating the past several years on artificial intelligence, but I know that is a buzzword and you might have your eyes rolling, but this session is incredible. I've known Tim for several years. He will be sharing how he creates AI-generated content, and he'll be showing you how to do it step by step. Not going to be fluffy. I made sure of that. Whenever he and I reconnected last year, I've been following him and making sure, because my eyes rolled too, I made sure it was legitimate, and it is. He'll be showing you how to do it step by step, how to create the right prompts, how to create content that is not ridiculous, so that you go from prompt to page 1 is the official title, but essentially he'll be showing you how to create the prompts in AI so that you can increase your visibility on not only Google, but on all of the language learning models. Third speaker, John Hughes. He will be sharing how and why he decided he is the director of sales and operations for a real estate team in Nevada, why their team decided to split into 2 teams, still within the one. One team is solely focused on Sphere for their business, no lead generation, and the other team is solely focused on lead generation, but both of them are under the umbrella of Zillow Flex and the very strict accountability involved and how he has orchestrated this beautiful mess. Speakers number 4 are Teresa and Brian Hurley. They will be giving a full breakdown of how they incorporate deep research into their approach with current clients, how they've been able to save deals that would have otherwise fallen through in the middle of emotional stress and turmoil with inspection reports, how they've been able to present reports in a way where they are present CMAs in a way where they were able to win listings they wouldn't have been able to win with a human-centric approach. And then speaker number 5 is Sunny Darden. She's my personal real estate agent. And I was very picky in how I chose my agent last year. And she'll be sharing her very specific and unique and custom approach to how she not only wins clients with gifts, but her ongoing and fully systemized client gift giving process. She is an amazing gift giver all year round. In fact, I just received a gift for our 1-year anniversary of our home. She knows what her clients love and she never forgets, and she systemizes it. She partners with local vendors. She doesn't just like put it on autopilot through some random program like Client Giant. She does it right, and she personalizes every gift along the way, and it truly is very personal. So she'll be sharing that, and it's a completely peer-led conversation. So it's not just speaker to audience. It's going to incorporate talking with each other. There's going to be very intentional space for all of us to speak with each other, Q&A time with the speakers, and also dedicated time within the schedule for peers to share anything that they would like to share of what's working in their business or what's not, and peer-led shares. So if you were a part of it last year, it's going to be even better this year. Unfiltered conversations and so much fun. So scan that QR code to learn more and to register. Spots are limited because we want it to remain this wonderful conversation and peer-led community.